We began right here in the United States at the White House, where President Donald Trump on Thursday blasted diversity, equity, and inclusion programs after the deadly air crash right here in Washington, D.C. Speaking to reporters at the White House, Trump slammed former Presidents Joe Biden and Barack Obama for promoting DEI policies during their presidencies. Now, this as he speculated that lower standards for recruitment for air traffic controllers might have resulted in the disaster.
Targeted disabilities are those disabilities that the federal government, as a matter of policy, has identified for special emphasis in recruitment and hiring. The FAA's website states they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism all qualify for the position of a controller of airplanes pouring into our country, pouring into a little spot, a little dot on the map, a little runway. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. Think of that. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so. I think it's just the opposite.
Now, the deadly crash, which sent shockwaves across the nation, occurred on Wednesday night as an American Airlines jet was preparing to land at Ronald Reagan National Airport here in Washington, D.C. A Black Hawk helicopter of the United States military collided with the passenger plane at around 400 feet above the Potomac River, exploding and crashing into the water. All 64 people on board the plane and 3 soldiers on the helicopter were all killed in the accident. Now, asked about whether he would actually visit the crash site, Donald Trump had a sarcastic response that did not sit well with his critics.
Do you have a plan to go visit the site or meet with any of the
I
first
have a plan
responders?
to visit, not the site, because you tell me, what's the site? The water?
Or to meet with the first responders down there?
I don't have a plan to do that, but I will be meeting with some people that were very badly hurt with their family member, obviously, but I'll be meeting with some of the families, yeah.
Now, during the presser, President Trump also slammed a reporter who criticized him for getting ahead of the investigation without any evidence.
We don't even yet know the names of the 67 people who were killed, and you are blaming Democrats and DEI policies and air traffic control and seemingly the member of the U.S. military who was flying that Black Hawk helicopter. Don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think with the names of the people, you mean the names of the people that are on the plane? You think that's going to make a difference?
Does it comfort their families
they
to
are
hear you
a
blaming
group of
DEI
people that have
policies?
lost their lives. If you want a list of the names, we can give you that. We'll be giving that very soon. We're in coordination with American Airlines. We're in coordination very strongly, obviously, with the military. But I think that's not a very smart question.
But are you
I'm surprised coming from you.
Now, when pressed on how he could connect DEI initiatives to the unfortunate incident, President Trump said he has common sense that apparently most people don't.
I understand that. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash.
Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't. We want brilliant people doing this. This is a major chess game at the highest level. When you have 60 planes coming in during a short period of time, and they're all coming in different directions, and you're dealing with very high-level computer work and very complex computers. And one of the other things I will tell you is that the systems that were built, I was going to rebuild the entire system, and then we had an election that didn't turn out the way it should have, but they didn't build the systems properly.
Now, President Donald Trump and his team have regularly attacked the DEI initiatives, claiming that they have divided Americans and weakened the nation. Now, after this tragedy, President Trump signed a memorandum to end diversity hiring in the aviation sector. And he also signed an executive order to appoint a new leader of the Federal Aviation Administration. And now it remains to be seen how many more tragedies will Donald Trump use to advance his conservative agenda.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send The special edition of Vantage, live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. City measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.